Ooh, he in there.
When y'all hit that?
Hit that. No, you can try it out, test it out.
Yeah, test it out.
See what it do. See what it do. Oh, you hit that back on. We can't see
dark.
shit.
We dark.
Oh, man, don't play with Candyman like that, bro.
You is on your own.
That nigga used to scare the fuck out of me back in the day.
Hey, me too.
I can't fuck with no Candyman, brother.
Damn. I can't fuck with that.
You can't fuck with Crown? Oh, yeah, Crown ain't for everybody. He got the nastiest Crown at that.
You like the apple?
I like
want
apple.
something sweet.
I need something sweet.
I don't like.
Throw a little cranberry juice with it, can't taste
I
it.
feel like a girl.
Huh?
Like a girl.
Next time we put you in the rocking chair. So you want to play these games. So you want to play these games. We back, man. Y'all ready for another good episode?
You ready?
It's Vaughn. We on YouTube. We on YouTube.
Hey, y'all in TV world.
TV world. Sir, Vaughn, our barber shit. You ready?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, this nigga here. This guy. Back again.
Back again.
If you will. It's your boy Will, aka Kibblez. 1/3 of Dick and Kibblez Untitled. 1/3 of If You Will. A whole pound. Whole pound in the building. Back with my boy A in the building.
What's up, y'all? We out here TV world recording.
I wasn't gonna let you know that part yet, but go ahead.
Hey, I'm just saying. What was you waiting on? I can't.
We gonna get excuse everybody. So let them know.
I can't lie. I'm excited about being.
I'm ready.
We gonna be on YouTube, y'all. Y'all know we steady expanding the market, expanding the viewers. My boy Will out here definitely trying to do his thing.
We get some of them wristbands.
Get some of the wristbands. You ain't got the wristbands yet. You know, my boy, you don't wear them. It's okay. It's all right. We back again with Miss.
I got the hoodie.
Miss Danielle.
Miss Danielle.
Miss Danielle. What she do? What she do?
I massage shit. That's what she on.
She's in there. She texted me earlier. She said, I ain't got no clients today, so I'm gonna come over early. I said, okay. She said, you ain't got no balls to rub on today.
Hey,
see how much I hate this nigga?
She's gonna choke you, bro.
She gonna choke me one of these
But
days.
I get them returns though.
She's gonna choke you, bro.
She massages so good, she get them returns.
Coming back.
Coming back.
Back again.
Coming back to back.
Back again. All right, back to back. They coming.
Coming back.
Right?
I bet you her room was the most nastiest room you put a black light on.
Oh my God.
Never.
So
Oh my God.
She's gonna choke you.
Let her know.
Never.
Hey, Danielle. Matter of fact, should we sing Stevie Wonder version?
No, not
or
yet.
somebody else.
Yeah, we got some time. We'll be singing to it.
Whoa.
We got some time. We're gonna get to
First of all, what the fuck was that? Whoa.
I'm just saying.
You're ready for your birthday tonight. See? I thought we forgot.
You know what?
Take another shot.
Take another
I
shot.
don't even like that shit. But go ahead.
Another shot.
And then we got two special
I'm not
guests
ready.
today. We got I cuts hair. I do everything. I ain't never on time.
The Mac, return to the Mac, my boy.
My beard was supposed to be blue, but it's blind. The barber, Mr. Vaughn. He's back in the building.
Yo, what up, everybody?
That's all. And we gonna let the new person, cause she do her own thing. We're gonna let you do herself. Go ahead.
My name is Tay.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everybody out there watching.
Hey,
Everybody out there, we ain't got no nickname for her yet. We just met her today. We gonna tell you I eat the Wingstop. There we go. We gonna call
right.
You better not.
Got the whole basement smelling like wings.
Hey.
That like sprayed.
That's what I'm spraying because it smell like nothing but wings down here. My fat ass hungry as hell right now.
Bro, I didn't even go like I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't eat lunch today.
I had a steak and it wasn't that good.
My shoulders had red lobster.
That's what I had earlier.
They were open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Texas Roadhouse is closed though. That was gonna be the first thing that they go get was Texas Roadhouse. That motherfucker closed.
Man, I ain't never had a lobster. I don't think I had a lobster.
I ain't never
today.
had lobster either. I can't fuck with it. But I like some scrimps.
Scripts.
Give me some scrimps and some lobster bisque. And some clam chowder, some lobster bisque.
Hey, didn't Red Lobster's biscuits used to be like regular shape? Like these motherfuckers like flat like pancakes.
Yeah, they used to have a mountain to them.
Yeah.
That's a coronavirus version.
No, that's the niggas ain't come to work, so they just had to throw shit together.
You get half of the shit to be
That's
easy
all
to
that
get
is.
This nigga don't
until our
never cook.
supply come back up.
Type shit.
Hey, I'm like, what the fuck is this? These motherfuckers was flat. They still taste the same, but they wasn't shaped the same.
Yeah, them motherfuckers was fire when I had them earlier. I had about 2 bags of food with my fat ass.
Man.
But anyway, man, how was your week, Harris? I mean, A? How was your week, man?
My week was hectic, man. I didn't want to start talking about coronavirus, but man, I've been stressed out at work. I got to. You asked me how my week.
Okay,
That's what my week been filled with.
Okay.
Social media, everybody blowing me up. I'm watching Fox 2. I don't never watch the news.
Oh, never. I ain't got cable.
Yeah.
I don't never watch the news. So I'm saying, I'm waking up, logging in, seeing what they got to say on Fox 2. I'm like, man, what the
Hell
hell?
no, this nigga at home. I know exactly what you was doing. You was like, let me see if my job
See if my job closed. Let's see if the president shut the whole world down yet.
My job didn't close down. Oh, please, close my shit.
I am, dog. Like, I'm just right next to the school closings. I'm like, oh, shit, I guess I gotta go to work. Man. Fuck it. I'm at work disgruntled.
Niggas look
Like, I ain't supposed to be in this situation, man.
Alright. Niggas want to get paid to be at home, but now
Right out.
Shit, I heard Sprint was paying bills and shit for y'all.
Bro.
some places they seeing what it is, and then they got that check coming out too. If you make like under 75,000 in 2018 or something like that, you get like a $1,700 check, $1,700 check. Words are hard.
Words are hard.
Take the time.
Let's go back. Rewind that shit. $1,700 check. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know the specifics, but yeah, President Trump made an announcement that he was gonna try to get out some fucking checks.
Mm.
These checks during this time period for these families that's struggling, people not working, businesses are closing,
Okay.
like a stimulus package. But they end up saying, they did, man, you can't, it's like no longer 250 people, then it was 50 people. That's a 10-person event. Like, we half of that right now. Half of this.
Somebody ain't
It ain't go nowhere. Right. We gotta be stuck.
If you times this by 2, yeah, shut this bitch down. Trump be here itself. Like, hey, wait a minute. Shut this
This
bitch
gathering
down.
gotta go. This gathering has to
It's
go.
like, what the hell y'all think y'all doing? Y'all got the corona. Like, sir, we got crown.
Nigga, this is crime. Nigga, it starts with a C. Get your shit together.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
What about you, Danielle? How was your week? Oh, there you go. She had that. She see that's bullshit. She said, yeah. Anybody still saying this?
Well, because of this whole coronavirus BS, my books haven't been full.
Damn, ain't nobody coming in your room. Shit.
I feel you, sister.
Come.
Shit, I went to him yesterday. I got a haircut. Fuck that. I'm either gonna catch you getting a haircut. I'm gonna catch you
But
looking
for the
rough.
ones that do come, we thank them.
Appreciate you.
So, appreciate you.
I'm gonna give my barber a shout out right now. Appreciate you, my brother. You staying open. Let me get a haircut yesterday. If I catch the corona, I'm gonna come live with you. How was your week, Vaughn?
Shit, business been slow as fuck. Man, anybody want to come get no motherfucking haircut? The whole school, I cut Webster University. Them niggas all went back home. They said they closing the school down for the rest of the year.
Yeah, every school.
Like, what the fuck?
That was all your money.
God damn.
You gotta start selling subpoenas.
You know, Mr. Do It All. You know, ain't nobody been going to the movies, so I can't be selling my movie tickets.
Is the
and
movies
shit.
even open?
They're not even open. Shit was closed down for 2 weeks.
Everybody got
I'm
fired.
like, y'all just taking all my shit. Ain't nobody coming to me about no new jobs, so I can pitch for them so I can get some money out of
He
them.
said, okay. You doing hot drops?
Oh, yeah.
You doing clean
Ain't nobody
face?
doing that shit.
I
I
mean,
mean,
ain't going to work.
How much
I'm
them
just
going
like-
for?
huh?
How much them going for?
20.
20?
Yeah.
20 get you some
20,
clean
get you
fish.
5 people. You good to
Clean
go.
You know what
fish.
I'm saying? But people, it's been slow, man. I've been sitting here. I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck?
Man, a
Whole
hustle.
ass,
Nigga be like,
bitch ass shit.
So fuck Corona.
Fucking media. Fucking fake ass shit.
let's stay high as your week.
That
Oh,
pause
yeah.
though.
That
That
ain't help
pause
us at
though.
all.
I have had a horrible week.
She made me though.
Oh, no.
You went out the dollar store getting some candy.
No, he came on my job.
What job was that?
Qdoba.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
shit.
that's
Yeah.
my
And
favorite
the
places.
corona is affecting our business too.
I
We
believe it.
literally only had 15 customers walk in today.
Oh, that's
I was 16.
And y'all got the healthiest foods, the cleanest foods.
Right.
Cleanest?
The cleanest?
Was that how?
Cleanest.
Cleanest. The cleanest food.
Hey,
So-
we need to make up words
Wait,
today.
wait, hold
We
on.
can do that.
Cleanliness is not
No.
a word? Is that not what I said?
No, cleanliness.
Cleanest.
Cleanliness is what you said.
Words are hard.
Words are hard.
Words are
Words are
hard.
hard.
Words are hard.
Oh, good.
Nice to meet you.
We gonna learn you.
We're
It's
gonna learn
alright.
cleanliness. Oh my
Cleanliness.
goodness. What the
Word
fuck?
of the day, children.
Word, that's what we name the episode, nigga. The cleanliest corona.
This cleanliness.
I ain't seen
Oh, that
that.
reminded me of that meme I sent you.
Which
Remember
one?
it? I said, what was that meme that said, thank you, coronavirus, for finally getting white people to wash their hands. Hey, man. I was dead. I was so dead. I was like, man. Because a couple weeks ago, I was telling y'all, right, man, I don't think some of them don't. Like, some of these, I be in the
A lot of people
bathroom, like, taking my time, and I be looking through the door, and I be seeing ones go in there, and I
don't
seen
know
white.
water,
I seen a white dude like rub some water in his fingers and then rub it through his hair and then walked out like he was great gravy. I said, man, that's disgusting, Dave.
He just made a name off of Dave. Dave, what are you doing? His name probably Mike or something, but he called nigga Dave that day.
Hey, I'm gonna protect his identity,
Probably
but I'm
should.
like, you know,
But it's Dave today.
my viewers, sometimes some of these viewers work with me. So I'm sitting there like, damn, Dave. That fucked up part, there is a Dave in my job.
He probably washed his hands either.
It's probably
Man,
true.
fuck that. Me and most of the black people at my job been Wakanda forever. Hey,
Hey, that mother shoulder shrug.
Everybody getting that. Dab it, blow it up. Psh, psh, that's what you getting.
the white people want to, hey,
Nah.
Go ahead and give me the elbow.
The worst one the funniest one I've seen meme-wise for it is the Kevin Durant one. The dude said, it said Kevin Durant got coronavirus, and the dude retweeted it, said, shit, he seen coronavirus when he said to go join the motherfuckers.
Oh! Hey, that's too much, bro.
That
That's too
shit
much.
took me out. I was like, deal.
I'm dead.
So then, I was like, they're going to be hopping to that first topic of the day. I'm going to start off with Vaughn. So with the quarantine, if they start quarantining, what activities are you going to be doing?
I got internet. I don't give a fuck. I got PlayStation 4. I'm doing that bitch all day
Facts.
Doing nothing.
and reading.
That nigga just lied that fast. His first answer was the most honest answer. That was the most honest answer. PlayStation all day. When the fifth one come out,
And reading.
and reading.
Look,
He said, and a little bit of reading here, Dad.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
PlayStation,
Right.
reading,
Uh-huh.
meditation, like on 10, and work out in the crib. I'm straight.
Okay.
I feel like two of those lies, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna
They're
let
all
him have
true.
Two lies and the truth.
two lies and the truth. That's what it was. Which one was it?
He said, I'll never tell. I'll never tell.
I'm like,
You'll
hey,
never know.
Let me get a haircut. Let me finish my taking game. I got you.
He's like, I meditate. He's like, but you playing the game. I haven't blinked.
In 12 hours and 32 minutes.
That takes extreme focus of the mind and the soul.
Nigga just whooped my ass. I gotta come back and play him again. Let's say, what about you? What you gonna
Hey,
do?
shop will be open all day too.
I ain't gonna be doing that. Cutting nobody but me. I'm be the only nigga in there. Next. Can I get a haircut next? I got you. My chair just opened up. Nigga, ain't nobody here.
He's like, you right on time, man. 6 people just walked out. You didn't see him?
Nigga, who? I walked in out the front door 3 times because I didn't know who was here. Let's say, how about you? What you gonna do with the quarantine going on?
I'll probably gain 50 pounds by watching Netflix and Hulu.
So you watching TV is gonna make you gain weight.
Because I'm a big bashing all food. I'm an eater.
But we ain't gonna have no food to go bash.
Who said?
Everything gonna be locked down. What you gonna go get?
The food in my refrigerator.
So day 3, everything gonna be gone. Day 3, everything's gonna be gone.
They ain't run out of food, man. They still selling shit off.
They gonna say, well, you can't leave the house. Get to a quarantine and you can't leave the house.
I don't believe Missouri gonna be that way.
No, Missouri's one of the last people to do something about it.
Right. I'm like,
So-
and y'all niggas doing it? I just got a message on Facebook. Supposedly California's gonna be shut down at midnight.
Yeah, I just saw
Shit, you
that.
see Vegas shut
24
down.
hours.
Y'all see what happened in Vegas?
Yeah.
The Vegas lights
The
ain't never
whole
off.
strip is down.
And Bourbon Street down in New Orleans. The
Strip.
whole strip is closed down.
I did hear that.
So, like,
Well, motherfuckers still open 24 hours. How they close down?
who?
They're like this. Oh shit! I feel like this
Like,
buzz even heard.
what can you really do? Like, you fucked if you work in Vegas because
Mhm.
everything closed. And then in New Orleans, on Bourbon Street, if you work, if that's your main income, if your job ain't paying you, you fucked.
They don't, but officially they don't have a way to police that.
Please, what?
To police people from leaving a house for people like
They
right
don't.
now.
Hey, man, watch
They put
crime
in
go
this
up.
they put in this order
Yeah.
they put this order in for 10 or more people not to be gathered in one place, but they trusting that the people were gonna abide by that. I just seen a restaurant with a bar, it's like a bar/grill
Packed.
with a packed house. Everybody in that motherfucker kicking it.
Yeah.
I just drove by it.
Anybody? Ain't no
They
hurt
pass that shit around.
nobody.
They pass it around like, hey, nigga, tag, you got it. Nigga, tag, you got
I
it.
mean,
Let's
people
get
ain't
it.
trying to sit in the house. And the only way
People
you
don't
can
know how to
enforce
sit in
this
the
is if
house.
you're gonna bring the military in to come do it.
Right.
But that's a big ass
Hey,
country.
niggas,
do that.
they're gonna get pregnant. We're gonna be pregnant after this shit. Think about it.
Like his head said, just do it.
But for real, we sit in the house the whole damn time. Ain't nobody, everybody gonna get tired of jacking off and shit. They're gonna be like
Imagine
this.
This is what's gonna happen. I agree with what he's saying. Cause think about it. What's his March? So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So November, December.
Yeah.
Think about 18 years or 15 years from now. Kids growing up. Yeah, nigga, I was made doing Corona.
All these damn Sagittarius.
I was made doing Corona. They're like, what time period you made doing?
But December 2021.
My parents got bored during the coronavirus.
You a
and
corona baby. You a
Right.
corona
Back in my
baby.
day.
Like, how can you? Mom and Daddy, what happened? Why was I made? Why did you have me?
Oh, boy, goddamn.
We quarantined, baby. We couldn't go nowhere. It was either have sex or watch TV. We was like, shit, have sex.
We spent the whole week eating and fucking.
Right, that's all we did. And you came 9 months later.
Once again, I hate it here.
What about you, Dave? What you been doing this week?
What you been doing if you be
What's your
quarantined?
quarantine look like?
Shit.
Yeah?
Nothing.
She at home practice on her pillow how to massage shit.
Yeah, no techniques.
How does that feel? Does that make you feel good?
No, I don't know. Probably just Googling shit and watching TV.
That sounds boring as fuck.
Buy you a PlayStation.
She don't think she play video games. She don't play video games. Yeah, she don't play video games.
I sit there and watch somebody else play all day long, but
You know what's funny about that is I seen they had this meme shooting around. They talk about some. I've been preparing for this shit our whole life. Hey, cause for real, man, all I do is sit back and play Madden.
That's it.
I can do that shit for hours.
Well, this shit was reported years ago.
Right.
With
Oh.
Bill Gates.
The shit it's been labeled on a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, and Bill Gates made this big ass. You ever heard TED Talk?
Mm-hmm.
So he made this big message about TED Talk about. Now he's trying to advertise it like it's gonna be, it's gonna be epidemic, but we can save ourselves type shit.
Mm-hmm.
But long story short, this has been brought up many times. I actually have a picture of a book that said that was written like 30 years ago. That said that this shit was gonna happen this year.
Right.
So everything's been pre-planned. Like if nobody understands that shit, I don't know what else to say. People get mad because I'm making fun of the coronavirus. Yeah, it's funny to me.
Because it's already pre-planned.
Yeah,
Everything's pre-planned.
fucking funny to me.
Pre-planned.
Dumbass.
It's
How can you test positive for something like this? You can't test
positive for anything.
positive for the flu.
You can test positive. You can test positive
look
for
at his
anything.
face though.
Because he's serious. You can test positive for anything.
Test positive.
Crackhead. Nigga, I ain't never did crack a day in my life. Nigga, test positive.
When you go to the doctor, see, this shit was already set up. So when you go to the doctor, the doctors are already making false claims saying that you have this shit so they can put it on record. So therefore, they can make people more freak out. Now you got these people who watch the news, like your grandmothers and your mothers and shit like that, who watch the news and follow everything, but don't understand that. Oh, one hand they want to say, oh, well, no, they're always trying to be against us. But then the other thing, you up here riding the damn donkey, watching the damn news and shit all day.
Riding a damn donkey.
It's on top of shit. Always
Okay,
following.
thank you. He had to break that one down for me because the damn donkey. He had me take after the donkey. The donkey just took me out. I was like, the donkey. That'll do donkey. That'll do donkey.
It's just silly, man. It's just fucking silly that people are sitting here being brainwashed like, oh, this shit. This is why I don't pay this and shit. This is why I don't listen to music like I used to, because a lot of that shit is just brainwashing. It's fucking with your
You see,
mental.
Big Frida got a song called "Fuck Corona."
Who the hell is Big
Frida?
Frida?
Y'all don't know who Big Frida is?
I know who Big Frida,
Yeah.
but
What the fuck-
I
what the
said
fuck is
that
that?
as in
Is
like,
that a
damn,
drink?
Big Frida.
You have to Google Big Frida. She's like a New Orleans bounce
Yeah.
rapper. He, her, him.
Oh, one damn. I'm not doing with that shit.
So yeah,
One of
TikTok.
them,
It's
I'm not
one of the
doing
TikToks now. He got a fuck Corona. He got a fuck Corona song.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, that motherfucker go. Hey, they be killing. They be like fuck Corona. I said, oh shit. But yeah, what's that? What would I do? If we had to get quarantined, I'd be fucked. Cause I can't go play basketball. There's only so much 2K I could do in one day. I can't go.
That's why I got a plethora of games.
You better go buy you one of them little
You
small
see,
little
look,
kitty.
you see how low my ceiling is? I'll fuck around and put a hoop down this bitch and be in this motherfucker balling on this court. Be, from the door, hit the ceiling. Shit.
What if somebody got
Why
quarantined
you
at the
juke
gym?
the baby?
Right.
That'd be fucked up.
Hey, what if somebody got
Why you
quarantined
juke
at
the
the
baby?
gym?
That'd be a win-loss situation because
You
win,
ain't got no
you can work out all you want. Lost, you ain't got no clothes.
And you ain't got no
But it's
motherfucking food for real.
It's protein bar, so you gonna get fit in that motherfucker. You gonna get fit. Welcome back.
I used to be
Welcome back.
200
Welcome
pounds.
back.
I be busting the holes with that vending machine, all that
But
shit. I be going
The
swimming,
loss would
whooping.
be you can like, but you can, I think you got washers and dryers, so you be good. You can wash the same clothes every day. But you be eating protein bars, doing powders all day. Your ass gonna be on a fucking powder high, getting like the quarantine in the damn gym.
Come out that quarantine. Oh!
Right there.
What's wrong with you? Nothing.
I lift all day.
I ain't had pussy in 45 days.
I lift all day.
Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Oh.
Hey, what dude?
Oh my God, you hurt. Shut up.
This guy.
Hey, you know what I was thinking though? So as of today,
Guys,
they had it.
fuck tonight.
They had an announcement that said that I guess they're working on the vaccine, and they was talking about how they breaking all the FDA records as far as approving a vaccine like this, and it feels rushed.
I was just about to say, I think they're only doing that because they're trying to find a cure, or say they found a cure to put out there to get people to stop really panicking as far as what it was.
And I agree, but I think it's very dangerous for them to be. If you rushing it and it's not right, man, you sitting there, man, you gonna create some zombies.
You're gonna be
you gonna create some zombies.
Resident Evil all over.
Yes, Resident Evil, bro. Like I'm scared a little bit of that. I was like, when I seen this announcement, I was like, nah, I don't fuck with it. I ain't getting the vaccine.
Don't ever.
I was like, nah.
Don't get vaccine. Period.
Everybody do
don't get
vaccine.
This is
about don't get vaccine. I had
don't
no idea what
vaccine.
That's sign language about Vaughn.
This is okay. If y'all want to get vaccine, that's fine. But don't get vaccine.
Oh my God.
You get what you gonna do during quarantine? Did you get yours up?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna. Oh, I didn't. I'm probably just gonna play the game, man. I'm gonna play the game. But you know what I did? Like I saw myself looking at the refrigerator like all day. Like I would play the game. I'm like, man, this shit bored. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm like, then my wife, she's like, I'm bored. Let's go get something to eat. I'm like, that's really all you could do.
The only thing I'm gonna do is buy a bunch of fruit.
It's gonna be done in like 2 days. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm gonna buy a bunch of fruit. Store it however I can for how long I can. And I got a whole freezer full of fucking shit that I don't want to eat, but I will eat because it's there. And I'm gonna be fine.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna come out skinnier.
I'm gonna call you up some bullshit. I'm like, hey, nigga, FaceTime me and do a Sandy with me. I'm like, FaceTime doing Sandy with me. Nigga, I can't see the screen. Nigga, I'm holding phone to the screen. Do a Sandy with me.
Gonna be in this mother playing Call of Duty
all day.
Call of Duty.
So, anyways, fuck Corona. Let's move on.
Fuck Corona,
what's your next one for the day?
I wanted. This was what I was thinking of, man. Back to some parenting shit. So,
because you know Corona did with parenting. 9 months from now we're gonna have Corona babies. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. Y'all
Somebody's
gonna
gonna
need
name
all
their
of this.
child Corona.
Mm-hmm.
But
They
it's not
will.
gonna be spelled
This is
the way
fancy.
Corona.
KYRENO some shit like that. Well, that's Korean. No, bitch, that's Corona. You trying to say
Virus. V-R.
Virus. VERRRUUS. What's your name? Virus.
But yeah. So next up was what?
It was. Oh, okay.
So what's your topic?
It was about children, about parents, and so it wanted to know. Right.
I got you. I know what it was.
You remember?
He said, as a parent, is your kid a teenager? Yeah. Should a teenager that works and pay bills in the household?
Yeah. That's what it was. So if your child is of age and they working inside the household, should they pay bills?
Let you take the floor.
Let's tell you like you ready. Let's go.
No, because
She took that deep breath.
I want my daughter to get a job when she's 16. I tell her all the time. She's 8 now. When you're 16, you're gonna get a job.
God damn, that's real. Okay.
But I tell you, I don't expect you to help me with nothing because I'm your parent. I'm supposed to be the person taking care of you. What I want you to do is put half of your check up into an account, stash it in your room, do whatever it is that you want to do with the money, and the other half of it, you can do whatever you want. You know, put half your money up, the other half you can go and spend it on whatever you want. Like,
you talking about her being better prepared for the next stage of her life.
So that way, whenever she's of age to get out and be on her own, she will have some money to fall on to get her an apartment, to get her things that she needs, from furniture to clothes to whatever the case may be.
That's a good plan.
So I'm gonna take off of that one because one thing that would be, I don't believe they should pay no bills in the house, but I will make up shit and be like, hey,
Rents do.
Ain't even that like every time you get paid, I need $100 out the check. And they're like, for what? I need it. You live in my house, give me $100 out the check. And if they working like you said at 16, 15, that's like what they freshman year of high school, 8th grade, give or take something like that. So some kids work at 8th grade and freshman year up. You start working there, you making like what, $300-$400 give or take here and there. You living with me already, so what you really need to spend money anyway? I need $100 even when your checks. So by the time that kid graduate, all that money that you've been taking over the years of them working, you got it in an account.
Oh, you gonna put it in an account for them, but you ain't gonna tell them.
I ain't gonna tell them. So then once they leave for college, now here you go.
Is there a reason you wouldn't tell them?
Because then they will try to go out their way to do stuff. You want to test them just to see where their mind is and see their maturity.
Like a mock trial.
Yeah, see how they mature and grow with their money. Because my thing is, if I save this money for you and then by the time we get to this point, you still got your own money saved up, that shows me a lot. And that shows me right then and there, I need to give you this money when you leave, or I need to just keep it and give it to you when you're in need when you're away at school. Because my thing is, if you think about it, your kid gets senior high school, about to go to college, and you're like, yeah, they got a savings account, they got money in their savings account already, you're going to trust them giving them their money because they already budgeted money less than what they already making.
You're right.
So,
I think it's about the household. I think, I mean, me personally, I don't see a problem with you assigning a bill for a kid. I would really say somebody that's over 18 that still lives with you, yeah, you getting a bill.
Yeah.
Out of high school type shit.
Right.
Like you get freshman, sophomore year of college, then you start paying a bill.
Yeah, definitely paying a bill in those circumstances. But I think it's about that conversation and don't judge me.
Hard tonight, boy.
It's about having that conversation though. Like that's why I asked you, is there a reason you wouldn't tell them that that's where the money was going? Because money is a very shady situation. So if you sit there and have, you're gonna tell them, hey, I need $100 and I ain't telling you why or what I'm doing with the money, that'll cause an argument. In the long, I mean, sometimes it could.
It could, but it depends on how your child is.
It depends on the conversation.
So, with that being said, would you like hit your child with like random stuff like, oh, here's this mock baby, you gotta pay such and such, just be prepared to kind of teach them like, yo,
but
once you leave the house and you make decisions on, partying every night, or you have a kid and you're by yourself. Can you afford to do it?
I wouldn't go with the kid part because that's putting it in the head that them one that have a kid.
But,
I'll go with towards junior, senior year, you start getting them little leniencies on coming in the house and see how they handle that. And when they first start fucking up, when they stay out too late and then missing school, snatch that shit away. And all right, you ain't ready yet for this. You ain't mature enough for it. But you get a kid that knows it's a school day, it's a school week, go out, come back, and still responsible enough to get up, do what they got to do. You see the maturity of your kid that way. The baby, I can't do the baby.
I could see myself like tooling around, but then I could also see myself, man, fuck this fake ass baby.
Like,
clean room,
like,
and like what's real and what's fake.
Like,
you gotta separate
life situations, like not even just the baby, just like life situations. Like, are you mature enough to prepare yourself for whatever hits you?
I think you gotta know your child. And if that would that be beneficial to your child? Because as a parent, you look at your child and you say, okay, this is who they are. This is what they struggle with. I know their strengths. I know their weaknesses. This is who they are. And if that would be something. But like my daughter, she's too young to really know. But I don't think that's gonna be her issue. I don't think that's gonna be her, because she got all these little baby Barbie dolls and stuff, and I got my baby. Can I put my baby in the bath now? And she doing all of these activities like she want to be a young parent, like so.
She gonna be prepared.
Yeah, like she wouldn't be an irresponsible parent in my eyes. So I don't think that'll be her struggle. Maybe I might definitely do some things as far as like, cause she's the only child. Some things that I would challenge her with are just challenge her independency, letting her be a individual, letting her grow and be confident in herself. Because you are only child at this point, and if that continues to be the path, you gotta live with that. Like everybody gonna have their own personal journey, they're gonna have their own personal story that they grow up with. But your parents know your strengths and your weaknesses, and they're gonna try to test those weaknesses to make them strengths.
But that's when kids start be like, oh, you always picking on the bad shit I do. I'm picking on the bad shit you're doing to try to make your bad shit your positives and add to the positives you already got.
So what if you have more than one kid though?
Oh man,
shit, that's gonna be hard.
It's like multiplication.
What if you have more than one kid?
Well, you gotta know individually they got strengths and weaknesses, and it's your job to bring the best out of them.
You fucking up just a little bit. You doing all this partying. I need you to start saving.
But it's gonna make it harder though, because with two kids, you gotta make sure you don't seem like you putting favoritism for this kid because this kid better than this kid. And people are like, well, you shouldn't say one kid better than another. Motherfucker, one kid gonna be better than another kid. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Eventually, you gonna see one. This the smart motherfucker here. This the dumb motherfucker here. You ain't supposed to say that, but
you gotta be consistent.
But
you gotta be consistent.
How can you be consistent if one kid is doing everything right?
Well, what would define as everything right?
Meaning, because they own their schoolwork, they do what they're supposed to do, they do their chores, they clean their room. They're responsible. And you have a kid that comes in late, slacking in school.
Basically opposite.
But slacking in school can come from other things. Because school is hard for certain kids. But you can tell, but you know your kids. So you would know if your kid is just slacking off because they having trouble, or they just laid off because they lazy?
I'll be honest, something that we did last year is we decided what our family, me and my wife, decided what our family values were going to be. And so we chose like 5 or 6 things that we thought were most important and represented what our family was going to represent.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't have to do with the chores. It didn't have to do with grades. We're going to love you no matter what. That's kind of some of the stuff we started with. Love each other.
Right.
And then respect each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we went on and went on. I don't even remember what the 5 or 6 are, but we agreed on.
Okay.
And so as long as we stick by those core values, then I think that we'll be fine. I don't necessarily, you don't have to get the perfect grades, but try your best.
Right.
You don't, and you don't have to be as responsible or be compared to your sibling, but you're gonna do what's gonna be respectful for this house.
Being compared to a sibling is bull.
Parents got that badly. Well, your
Really?
sister got straight A's. Why can't you do it? Because I'm not her. I don't believe every
And
month.
see, I think though also when it comes to school and stuff like that, it's also how much you put into your child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How much time you sit down and be like, okay, we're gonna do your homework right now, and we're not gonna leave until you get all the answers right. Until I know that you fully comprehend what you're being taught. You know, so that way when you go to school, you're not failing tests. You know, you're not getting D's and F's in school.
Some people, you got homework, you better do your homework.
And don't help,
start,
you know, and don't help whenever the kids are asking, like, I don't understand, I need help.
Though, when our kids get a certain age, that shit, they gonna be learning some shit. We be like, what the fuck?
School starts at
What
home.
happened to 2 + 2?
Never mind, I ain't gonna lie to
For
you.
real.
The way the school system going down, they gonna dumbify the school more.
Dumbify? Is that a word?
We gonna learn.
It's gonna be
It's
worse
gonna word they dumbify. And it's gonna be back to what we was when we was in school. Because they already doing stuff for kids now already. They passing them and just pushing them forward.
Yeah.
No child left behind.
No child left behind. So the stuff the kids learning now, we probably let your kids like in what's it called, classes that's extra hard, honors classes.
Honors, yeah.
Like that'd be simple. Like, hey, you got a tutor? How much you need for that tutor?
I'll drive you back and forth.
I'll drive you back and forth. But baby, if you ask me what the circumference of square pie slice 2 pounds of cake, put 2 shoes together, baby, I can't do that. Baby, I can't do that. I know that pie ain't getting eaten in this house. That's what
Why
I know.
you got all them letters in one number? What?
Baby, the alphabet was 26 letters back in my day.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think you definitely encourage your child to do the best that they can in all facets of their life. As long as they're doing that, you can always come back to this house. That's how they go.
Well, what about you with the paying bills and all that? Go ahead. Because I know you ain't got no kids. How do you feel about it? But you around everybody kids. You cut all the kids' hair.
True. So how do I feel? Okay, look at me. When I was very responsible for a young guy. I mean, the only thing that I spent my money on was shit. Same thing I do all the time, sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like my only, I guess, if you want to say downfall. But I just want to like, when it comes to kids, one, I'm not going to teach my kids how to have a job. I'm going to teach them how to, you know, be an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
Hustle. Let's just say hustle for now, for Pete's sake. But hustle to get their bread. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want my kids to be secluded to a 9 to 5. That's just not what I want to raise them on. But as far as them getting the money and bringing the money in, I want to teach them at a young age, 6, 7, 8 years old, give or take, how to manage your money and how to operate. So when they get to that teenage age, they'll already be light years ahead of people coming up around their age. So as far as encouraging to pay a bill, I think I would give them that option, because that's the conversation that I would have, like, coming up, I'll talk to you this and that and the other. If my kid, now it may not happen, but if my kid comes up and say, hey, I'll take care of this bill, then that's something different. But as far as them giving the bill, I think the only bill I'd make them pay, honestly, would probably be their own phone bill.
That's understandable. Because with that one, if a kid came, my kid comes like, oh, well, I want to pay this bill. Honestly, I would let them do it, but then I would just put that money in my pocket. So when they ask me for money later on,
there you go.
That's their money back type shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. You ain't gotta tell them everything. That's one thing. But I think if I can get my kid, if my kid's like 14, 15 years old, however, making his or her own money, well, said, you're making this much money a month, probably more than what the average kid's making, go ahead and just pay your own phone bill. Be responsible. And then that falls into them building their credit as well. That falls into them giving them other life goals and things like that. So, life lessons. So, yeah, that's how I would do it.
That boy came with the deepness.
Yeah.
He came with the. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Still on the kid subject, we had another one, y'all. So, should you monitor and watch the kinds of music you listen to in front of your kids?
I'll start this one.
Go ahead, Will. What you
I don't
think?
know, because I heard 2 deep breaths over here.
I got it. I'm gonna start this off because I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
Y'all know we're 504 boys. You ain't gotta say too much when you look in my eyes. I can tell you wanna.
Yeah.
So I was raised on that. I turned out perfect. I turned out fine. But it's a different generation. So like with Layla, it's certain Chris Brown songs like Back to Sleep and stuff like that. I won't play in front of her because I don't want her in that mindset.
Mhm.
But it's like, what are we really doing trying to censor and monitor with certain music we listen to? Because right now, that was that question. Right, that question is about music because TV and all that, we can't really monitor that to the extent because they go somewhere at their friend's house, they gonna watch the thing supposed to watch. Music is one of them things like monitor it, but don't, because either you want to introduce your kids to this or they gonna introduce themselves to it.
Mhm.
So it's like certain music, people like, well, music make kids act this way. Music, no, your parenting is what makes your kids act the way they act. With music, certain music has certain influences on certain kids, but it comes from how you raise them kids.
My child can't listen to nothing popping mollies and shit.
But can they not? Because if you in a household where you don't do drugs, your kids don't see you smoke weed. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. You don't see you popping pills, nothing like that. Don't see you not doing that stuff. You think your kids really, they gonna know the lyrics to Poppin' Molly, I'm sweating, all that, but they ain't gonna be like, oh, I want to do it. I don't see my parents doing that shit.
All I know, we be on the court playing basketball, listening to all types of shit.
Right.
Like, I got a 9 to 5, and I love Future. I be
Right.
Percocet.
So with my
Molly
kids,
Percocet. We playing basketball to that. Like, that shit ain't got nothing to do with it.
so my mom with me, she played all the explicit music with me growing up, and it's like it didn't change who I was,
Right.
but it's like it gave me a better outlook on when I got older. I wasn't shocked like, oh, people say them world. Oh, they popping nigga in the head. What happened? Whoa, hey now, whoa, what? It's like it gives you a better upbringing of when you get older. You're not, what's it, culture shock?
Culture shock.
Yeah, you're not culture shock. The kids like, oh, I heard this before. Okay, do I want to listen to cousin music when I get older? Maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it so much growing up. Maybe I want a different type of music. That's just my opinion on it, you know. Anybody else want to take the floor?
What you think, Vaughn?
Okay. It's crazy you say that because that's how I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to all that shit
Oh,
for
yeah,
real.
yeah,
Now I
yeah.
don't fucking listen to music
It's
for
my
real.
thug.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I hate it.
I listen to music. I still know about what's going on and shit. I just don't really listen to it like that because it doesn't. What music does to me for now and how I see it influences the youth and all that. I don't need to ride around, wake up in the morning, listen to Blueface or whoever else. Just for whatever reason, I'd rather get up and listen to positive things that talk about your mind, the mindset, how how you can better your areas, your aura, more spiritual note. So with that being said, as far as music is concerned, I think for me, like I said, I grew up listening to that shit, especially Tupac and Biggie. Like that shit was just like 1-2. So
Track one next to two.
you know what I'm saying? But I think I've gotten older and I'm my own person.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I don't really need to listen to it as much as I used to. Now, as far as the children, do I want to monitor it? And I'm going to say yeah a little bit. Not because these niggas out where I stay,
Mm-hmm.
them niggas out there, man. Like, I wasn't, we might hit a little bit of the weed and shit around.
Might hit a little bit.
We might get a little sweet. But that you was around 16, 17 years old. These kids smoking cigarettes at 11, 12 years old. So if I'm looking from the demographic where I stay, then hell yeah, a little bit. Because what can you do? But then again, their parents are probably doing some fucked up ass shit in the household. That goes back to what you're saying. So it just all depends. I say only yeah to that situation, but when it comes to how I am and how I imagine me raising my child or my children, I would say I wouldn't have to worry about that because they would know like mom and daddy don't do that shit. Like they ain't on that type of stuff. Just because you're doing it, you know what I'm saying? If they have questions about it, just talk to them about it. Let them understand like everybody's different and things of that nature. So, you know.
I don't know if I would really monitor because like coming up, the only people that ever listened to rap was my brothers. But my mom was always like gospel, funk, R&B, like. But to this day, I mostly listen to R&B.
Okay.
Every now and then, if I'm feeling a little moodish, I'll pop in some rap, a little bit of hip hop here and there.
And she feeling moodish. Mood is more like R&B. Mood is R&B. She talking about little rap. Talking about stab a nigga 2 times.
You know, shoot a bitch, you know. But I mean, I wouldn't want my 2-year-old child talking about some I twerk and I get money. You don't even know your ABCs yet.
Well, she know the letters in that put them words together.
Yes, no.
That remember my dad. My dad growing up, he's like, "Oh, y'all know all the words to these songs. Y'all better know y'all multiplication. Y'all better know y'all times tables." I'm like, "Oh shit, here you go."
But I grew up, you know, both my parents smoked. I had one brother who just wanted to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do, but that didn't influence me in no type of way. So.
Your daddy couldn't be my daddy because I be like, Daddy, I know this track, but this track mean I'm on track 3 next.
I mean, I feel like it might kind of depend on how my kid is. Like, you know, as they get older, like, hey, you know, I'm not into that. I'm more into this, or just like, I like rap, but I don't like that.
If my son or my daughter ever come to me talking about the ops, I'm gonna beat their ass. What ops you got?
The ops, Daddy.
No. What ops you got? You're 12.
You know.
What ops you got? Because I'm a football or basketball.
You be hating, man.
Look, the opposite team. The opposite team.
Opposition.
Man, fuck them ops. Nigga, what? You're 12. Why are you so angry?
Hey,
it's the culture, man.
What about you, Miss
2-year-old
Tay?
walking around.
What you got, Miss Tay?
See, I have a very strong relationship with my child. So I can curse. I can do whatever the hell I want to do in front of her, and she's not going to do anything that I do. Because whenever she gets in trouble, I don't even let her cry. You know, because you deserve whatever punishment you got, you know, so you're going to have to correct your mistake and realize I messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the case may be. But when it comes to music, she doesn't twerk. She knows better. Whenever she was a little baby, she tried it. Don't play with me. Don't do that.
I'm the same way. I'm like, hey, baby girl, hey, chill. Hey,
yeah.
chill. You a little one of these real quick.
Raised in the 90s, so everybody thought the butterfly was Tootsie Roll.
First off, in the 90s, they was twerking. It's just different words for it. It's just different words.
Doodle brown.
Percolator.
Go ahead and do the butterfly for me.
It's just different words for it. That's all it was. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
But yeah, you know, I think it honestly depends on, like you said, how you raise your kid and the type of relationship that you have with them. Like, when my daughter knows she's going to be getting in trouble, I'm always like, what are you? A child. What do you need to stay in? A child's place.
Boy, that mama 101366662 playbook 12. Stay in a child's place.
Because I can't stand to be talking to another adult and the kid be like, but mama. Nuh-uh, you was at such and such house last night and you was doing this and... No. We were taught to be seen and not heard.
That ain't what happened. You did that back in the day. You did that back in the day. Mama! I just got finished, Mama. My tooth gone. Mama.
You better not motherfucker.
I think that's why my lips are big now. I punch so much.
You crying. You keep crying. I give you something to cry about. I'm like, damn, Mama, I'm sorry.
That's the one that always used to kill me growing up. I'm gonna beat your ass for crying. You ain't crying. I'm gonna beat your ass because you're not crying. What
so you keep crying. I'm gonna give you something to cry about. I'm like, God damn, Mom.
Help me. What am I supposed to do? 911, please help me.
Man.
I'm calling people for you.
Right. They'll take it. I'm tired of feeding your ass.
Right. Take this little motherfucker. You raise him.
You growing up, eating me out of house and home. I can eat all my breadsticks by myself.
So, I mean, as far as how I feel, like, as far as parenting, I feel I like exposure therapy. I mean, not therapy, but exposure, like, parenting. So I prefer to expose my child to everything the way I want her to, and then let her go through life and make her own decisions.
Right.
So she's with me a lot. She sees me go through these situations. Like, I mean, as simple things as far as what to do with your cash. She got a piggy bank. She know how to save. And when we making purchases, sometimes she want to take the debit card and hand it to him and say thank you. Like, you know, I make sure she say thank you or whatever the case might be. This little exposure will let me find out what she comfortable doing and what she not. Right. She shy away from stuff, and I know what to do. So, like, just to get back to the original question, like I do believe that you should monitor what they listen to and what they involved in. I know we talked about homosexuality and how I think that we're growing as a community, but I think I still prefer to raise my child as a heterosexual person.
Shit, hell yeah.
And with that being said,
The fuck?
but with that being said, I mean,
ain't no dick the booty ass niggas over here.
I start seeing like the television the television shows or like the things that she's watching. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure I'm comfortable
You better not.
But also
with those type of decisions
like,
being
like
exposed.
The Momo show.
Yeah, on
the
YouTube.
Momo on YouTube. Like,
tell you kill yourself and all that.
Yeah, you know that stuff. But not only
Dangerous.
that, there's like
Momo?
the Talking Tom, where
You
like
ain't see
there's
that?
people who use them apps and use those videos to get your child's location just to kidnap them or do something with
Yeah.
them. You know what I'm saying? So there are benefits of monitoring what your
Oh,
children
yeah.
doing.
Oh yeah.
But I think that's a different kind of monitor because everything my child does, like any kind of gadget, is gonna have some kind of monitor on it to make sure she ain't doing what she ain't supposed to do.
I think, but what I was saying is like, so exposure, and as far as it relates to music, I know I grew up listening to Eminem. My mama knew I listened to Eminem, but we even talk about it, and she likes some of the songs, and she's like, that boy crazy, and like, you know what I mean. But that conversation is needed, so you know how she feel about it. If I disagree,
Right.
I would have said what I said. I said, yeah, he crazy, but he can rap. Motherfucker cold.
I might be like this. I might even let my kid go as far as doing some crazy shit. Like, I don't know who Moo is, but I'm just saying. No.
Oh no!
Hold on, wait a second.
No.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
No. The reason why? Because let Moo come to my house.
Moo don't show up over there. But what you gonna? But think about it, you said let him come to your house and get shot. But what if he come to your house when you're not around?
Oh shit.
What you gonna do then?
I might have like a camera in the damn house. Hey, little nigga, I see your ass doing something. Where's it coming from? Don't worry about where it's coming from. It's your daddy, nigga.
This guy.
You
Kids
better
are more
not press that
exposed
send button.
Kids are more sneaky than we was back in the
They're
day.
more exposed to like, I don't want to say social media, but more stuff like
Yeah.
YouTube.
We didn't grow up
So-
with electronics. The
Yeah.
first cell phone came out when I was 9 years
Shit, I
old.
had that PlayStation there. Sega.
Nintendo, Super Nintendo, had an Atari.
But
Show
yeah,
my age
like
right
back
there.
then we didn't have
We didn't have
internet
that.
like
Yeah.
how they have it now.
Right.
Like little
Hey
kids don't
friend,
be
how are
talking
you?
to
AOL. Yeah.
Little kids talking to people all over the country. We couldn't have. We had pen pals in school.
Yeah,
We had to write a letter.
It was monitored.
Had to wait for about 2 weeks. Come back. We had that.
Wednesday, what we doing? Writing to your pen pal.
My pen pal ain't like me because my handwriting so horrible. But he's right back. What are you trying to say?
You got
I don't
seizure, little
speak
boy.
that. I don't speak that.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
so-
I said English.
They're more than but they're more than likely, if, you know, these little chat sites or whatever for little kids are more likely talking to some grown ass person.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing with technology, you don't know, and you should be invested. I think our parents dropped the ball a little bit. I think that they were busy, and we even busier than they are. But it's our responsibility to kind of put some safeguards in
Well,
place.
first, the generations changed so much because our parents let them do anything they fucking want to do.
Mhm.
So then our parents are still trying to learn how to wind us in, but still give us the same freedoms they had because they didn't know no better. So we still have to run in the streets
Oh
at
yeah.
midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. You know how Grandma keep in the street. We out there every
Ain't no
weekend.
damn
Ain't no curfew.
Right.
But then we have the generation now where everything is going on is socialized, is shown on media.
Right.
So we are more cautious than our parents.
They're
Yeah.
doing challenges.
It's doing,
to
yeah.
hurt-
So
to
we
hurt each
we
other.
know now. All right, we used to do this shit. We used to know the shit that happened with us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we don't want you doing that same shit. We want to have you give you some freedoms to do what you gonna do. But we know we is in a generation where we know everything now.
It's all about choosing that crowd, that right crowd. I think it's so critical these days. The crowd that I see, like, it's funny. My homeboy Steve, you know, his son hangs out with people, but like the people that he hung out with, he stopped hanging out with, and then when they came back, they had to grow up themselves. For him to hang around, he said, "Man, I'm not hanging out with y'all, bro. I'm on some other shit."
Right.
And he's only 11.
Right.
Just imagine, you know what I'm saying? If he's thinking like that at 11 years old, just imagine what's going to happen when he's 18. He's going to be light years ahead of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it like I say, it's real crazy because I see the cats out there, man. And then, like, after that situation happened to me, I'm just like, I'm starting to really monitor people and be like, where you home, how you moving, and things like that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how many of you ain't get in trouble growing up. Cause we was outside. Brian, what, you about 4 years older than me?
Yeah.
So we outside.
Your child
I'm
gonna see this in
13,
the
14.
future.
We in Kirkwood, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning on
Morning.
weekends, outside
Outside
just
doing
kicking it.
Somebody
Going to
say
Taco
shit to
Bell, walking to different restaurants.
I didn't have a curfew
We-
growing up.
we-
Never had a curfew.
We hit Kirkwood.
Oh, I
wasn't
did.
no
I was
curfew
the
out there.
girl.
Yeah, I had a curfew.
I was the only
But
girl.
I was at my grandparents' house. So at my grandparents on my father's side, they didn't care. So I would go to my grandparents' house and stay on the corner from my father's grandparents' house and stay at their house on the weekends when I got out there. They couldn't tell me to do nothing. They'd be like, all right, just let us know when you come back.
I really didn't. I had the most freedom of all my friends because my friends would come to at my house just to have freedom because my homeboy was 17 years old and had to be in the house at 12.
I
I
was like,
said,
I'm
what?
going to stay at Vaughn house. Okay. All right.
I just didn't have that. But like, I didn't really have, like for me, I didn't really have that need to go crazy ass places. Like I stayed in Kirkwood.
Because we had us.
Yeah.
We ain't, like kids ain't got that no more.
Yeah.
Kids ain't got the friends in the same neighborhood no more. They all want to be friends with people that's in different neighborhoods,
Yeah.
out of town. They ain't got that. What we
I
got.
didn't.
But you stayed in Kirkwood
Yeah.
compared to somebody who lives in the fucking.
Now, here's the thing. I was raised in Kirkwood, but I'm not from Kirkwood. I'm from the north side. So like, I got in fights being young and stuff. You know, the shit, the drugs and all the gang banging, all that shit happened in my area. So my mom was like, "Fuck that, I'm moving your ass to Kirkwood." And even with that, that really didn't affect me in the hood because you know the shit that was going on. I was like, okay, I'm just a kid. I really don't know much about the stuff. And then I grew up. You know, I kind of hung out with some hooligans, so to speak, back when I was younger. But they hooligans. But like all my friends growing up in middle school and elementary school were all whites. I didn't start hanging out with. I'm dead serious. I didn't start hanging out with people like me until I was in high school, like my sophomore junior year. All my friends were white up until
I was raised in Pattyville School District,
This is
so all my friends
this
were
during
like,
the time frame when my brother had braids and did like this and did like this and did like this.
man, I had
No, it was filthy.
braids,
Braids,
all that shit. Yeah, I didn't have to go. And then in high school, every Friday football games, Kirkwood tradition, everybody can hang out at football games. Like I said, my friend, one of my good friends, he moved to Arizona now, but Shay, he would stay with me every damn weekend. My mom was like, I don't give a fuck, because his mom, she understood, like, his mom didn't let him do shit. Now he saved our soul, Dan, but he wasn't like that type of dude to be going out there doing crazy stuff. But just like I said, kicking it with Kibblez, kicking it with them, all my friends and stuff. I didn't need to go to the city for what? I had everything in Kirkwood. Kirkwood was such a dope neighborhood, especially when you're younger, because you can go to Target, Walmart, this, there, that, but they don't worry about shit.
It's like
some kids don't have that option.
Yeah.
And that's what's bad now. Kids ain't got the neighborhoods that they don't want to be outside right now. And us growing up, we was
Like
outside.
I want my kids to be exposed to go outside, play, but you better not.
Street lights. I want to say the street
You
light
better
shit.
come in when them street lights.
I
when them
I want
street
to
lights
say
on.
this shit. Like my mom used to like
When
she's
them
like
street
hers
lights
is the
on.
street lights, or if you somewhere where you can't hear me or your name, you shouldn't be there.
That's
Oh.
crazy.
Or if you leave from in front of the front yard, you better tell me where you going or who you with, just so I know. Where they
And
live
that's true,
at.
because they used to call my mom, like, Mom, it's like 11 o'clock. I'm going to be out to like 1 or 2 o'clock. She's like, all right, where you going to be at? So-and-so, done.
I never tried it.
I never had that freedom.
I never had.
I'm the only girl and I'm a baby. I ain't never had that freedom. My mom wanted to keep me from getting pregnant at an early age or ended up on somebody's corner.
My sister had the same thing like I did. Like my brothers and sisters, you know, they at their mom's house and shit, they didn't have no curfews. I used to go over there and kick it all like, man, we'll stay up all night. We used to be up to like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, walk in the house 5 o'clock. They said, that's y'all? Yeah, all right. Have a good night. Never yet.
It's different now. Well, that's the last one we had for the day, boss.
Yeah, that's the last one.
No, what's the other one? There's
we
one
had,
more. There's one more.
we had one.
What's as an adult, as being an adult now, what is one thing or two things that you didn't realize you were expensive until you became an adult? I'm gonna let Miss Tate take the lead first.
I gotta think about that one. Somebody.
I'm like, give us 2 things
They're expensive now?
that you didn't know was expensive as a kid, but until you became an adult.
Oh,
Shit.
Just give me 2.
Bills are hard.
Bills are hard. Yes.
I'm not going to use bills, though. That's too easy.
Bills is everything, baby.
yeah.
Sneakers
Mm-hmm.
and keeping up with your hygiene.
Huh? We're gonna come back to that one.
Hey, fucking barbershop, man.
Oh,
Barbershop's
keep it on
30 now.
Yeah, when I think hygiene, think about showers.
No.
That is so easy.
I'm thinking about
Grooming.
because as I've gotten older, like I've switched from just using everything everybody. I don't go to the same stores everybody else go to. I go to different grocery stores, whatever. I just bought some soap online. It cost me $8 a damn bar, but it's that vegan organic shit. That, you know what I'm saying? I like shit like that makes my body feel good and things like
He
that.
said that like we all knew what the hell it was. Like we all knew what it was.
But I'm just saying,
You better know next time.
Vegan
You better
organic
know.
shit.
All I know is called $8 a bar.
Right, but
I ain't
the
gonna
way-
do it.
He and that mother like,
The
no,
reason why I
the
said
cheap
it-
soap on the bottle. Nah, girl, nah.
the way I shop for my hygiene is totally different. Like back in the day, you buy a 3-pack for like $2. Now it was like a 3-pack cost me $25. I'm like, shit.
What about you?
Man, food.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think food costs as much as it does until I became an adult. I was in that mother like, man. First of all, when you start trying to eat healthy, it's completely different than just going to McDonald's and spending a couple $100 on a dollar menu. Or when you were a child and your parent, you like, oh mom, I'm hungry. Can you buy me this and this and that? And I'm
We
doing
got
this
food
shit.
at home.
I'm doing this shit every day. Every day. I'm like, I'm hungry. I need a couple dollars for this, couple dollars for that, like money growing trees. But now I go grocery shopping. I'm like, I can make chicken nuggets and fries at home.
I know. Let's see. Oh my, we had to be them Happy Meals. Happy Meals start adding up.
Yeah.
And then what else would be mine? Shit. That light bill shit. Growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom like, hey, I ain't paying the light bills for outside. I ain't paying the electric for outside.
She's like, you sleep. Why you need TV?
Right. Why is the TV still
You
plugged
can't
in?
watch TV while you sleep.
Right. Why is the TV still plugged in? What's wrong with the TV off? Why is it still plugged in?
I mean, that mother cutting lights off and shit. Everybody sleep. I'm like, man.
I sit in the dark every day. In the basement, completely blank. What about you, man?
Gas.
Your
On my
car?
car?
Oh, yes.
Like it's getting to the point where I'm like, no, their gas is too high. Let me go see who they got.
Do I really want to go see this nigga today? Nigga, no, gas.
I need to. Where we at? Wednesday. I need to make this last until
Right.
Monday.
Hey, man, one
Shit,
time,
find somebody got Sam's Club card.
man, one time I called off work just to make it to payday.
Damn.
I was like, hey, I was like, I get paid on Monday. I was like, I can call off and make this a 3-day weekend.
What about you? You get yours?
Well, he took one of mine. The food. Food is definitely expensive.
As hell.
If you have like animals, vets,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
you
Oh,
know,
yes.
vet
I got
bills,
four.
you know,
You got for what?
grooming,
4 dogs.
you
You
know.
take them bitches back.
That's a lot of
That's
bills.
a lot of bills.
Yeah,
But
them
yeah,
vet
animals,
bills,
and then children in itself. You know, if you have kids,
Child is
those
a
are
bill by
the most
itself.
expensive thing that you have on your bills.
Shit, dental, glasses, and doctor's visits.
Yes.
Jesus.
medical.
Breaking look,
just medical.
breaking bones going up thinking it was cool until she gets sick. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, I used to buy a whole Nike outfit for like $50. Now motherfuckers cost like $200. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Give me a vendor. Give me a vendor. I need that, please.
So there we go. That's the first episode of the YouTuber.
The YouTube.
The YouTuber.
Oh, man.
First
Man,
episode.
Hey,
first
you
episode.
too.
I appreciate y'all coming
Thanks
out
for watching.
tonight.
Thanks for watching.
But you know, you can follow me on Instagram, William Kibble JR35, Twitter, Kibbles with a Z, French Wee 35,
We.
Snapchat, William Kibble, and then you can finally tune in on us on YouTube. And
Okay.
if you will, go subscribe YouTube. If you will.
Join the
If you
community.
will.
Like and
Like
subscribe.
and subscribe the show, please. And
Yeah.
like you said, follow me on TikTok.
Tick topic. Oh,
TikTok.
yeah.
TikTok.
You deserve that one. You've been getting on me all day. And your lips don't work either.
Kibbles35, as always. What about you there?
Oh, man. Y'all know I'm on Instagram. Tired_of_running. Let's get it.
What about you, Miss D?
Instagram Chevy_is one.
You didn't hear it. Is one?
Right.
Is one.
Okay. What about you, Mr. Barber?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, people?
Yeah.
Internally grateful.
That is
Instagram.
That is his real Instagram. Internally grateful.
Snapchat. King Vaughn. VAUGHN. All right. That's all.
Miss Tay, anything you want to give out?
I don't even know my Instagram name. Hold on.
Come on, man.
Oh.
Her is Tay Tay Lil Mama. L-U-H Lil Mama.
There you go,
Tay
Vaughn.
Tay Lil Mama, I don't
I
even
just saw it one time. I have a good memory.
This is If You Will.
Yeah.
We're back
Hey.
again. YouTuber.
Send questions.
YouTube.
YouTuber.
We're
We
back
out.
again.
Hey.
We back at it again.
Hey, hey, hey.
That when we start ducking
Up there.
out.
Up there. Gotta-
Belly rolling.
Oh man, Will. Oh, Will.
Oh, well.